And joining us now is the team lead at Next Year Nigeria, an international security firm based in the UK, from where he joins us. Good evening and thank you for joining us. Now, do you agree with the Norwegian Refugee Council report that the world ignored the conflict in Cameroon?
Yes, I think the report did actually explain what the situation is. The world seems to have taken a new direction in area of the way most global conflicts are looked at. If you're looking at the conflict in the Sahel and then the issue of terrorism in the Lake Chad region, it seems the world seems to have focused much of its attention in the area of global terrorism than internal conflict like the one we see going on in Cameroon.
But what are the concerns of the English-speaking parts legitimate, or are the concerns actually legitimate, as there are some who do not want to get into a discussion about it?
If you try to look at from 1961, when that part of Cameroon voted to join their brothers, their Francophone brothers, to form a nation, it has been 50 years plus of what I could call a structural violence, which the Cameroonian-led Francophone government seems to have a kind of committed on the Anglophone-speaking part. It has nothing to do with the French communities, but it has a lot to do with the governance system that tend to neglect anything English, anything Anglophone. So you could see that their culture, their local governance, things about them have a kind of been assimilated into the French culture. They are not allowed to be who they are. So for them, it's a kind of violence they wanted out of. Yeah.
Now, one other thing that the report talked about is how the arms conflicts in surrounding countries have actually impacted on this. Interestingly enough, these countries, which include Nigeria, have also been impacted by the conflict. Why do you think that these neighbors are not willing to engage in the crisis?
Well, let's take Nigeria for an instance. We can even take Central African Republic. Nigeria has its own more than its own share of problems. You could see Nigeria is waging a war against Boko Haram and other terrorist groups in the northern part of the country. Nigeria is equally battling with the issue of the insurgency and the banditry going on in the northwest. And again, Nigeria is equally being diplomatically tactful about it, knowing that you have the issue of secession from groups like the IPOB in the southeastern part of Nigeria. If Nigeria decides to support or show any kind of support to the Amazovia people, it might bite them somehow, because IPOB and other groups looking for secession from Nigeria will cash in on it. And secondly, Nigeria is equally being a bit tactful about it, knowing that the issue has a lot to do with issue of self-determination, and self-determination, which she cannot say to be doing very well.
How do you suggest that this crisis is resolved?
First, issue of self-determination is something every ethnic people are entitled to. It's there in the UN resolution. People are entitled to it. So the way you go about this is a different thing. If you look at places like in the UK, where after years of agitation, Scotland have to have a kind of autonomy. Wales have to have a kind of autonomy. So what I think is that it has to do with negotiation, and by now they should be thinking about bringing them back to the table, which is where I think the world is neglecting. The entire world is looking away while the Cameroonian government is committing what I could say is a genocide. More than 700, close to 800 people have been internally displaced. The humanitarian issues going on there is so much that is even affecting Nigeria. A lot of them are flowing into Cross River and so on. So I think the people of Southern Amazonia community, if they need self-determination, it's not too hard to give it to them. They can still be part of Cameroon, but they should have right to determine things some of the things that that affects them. I think that's the right way to go.
Dr. Ndu Nwokolo, team leader Next Year Nigeria, thanks for speaking with us on the program.
Thank you for having me.